Hello everyone. What I'm going to show you how to use today is this new and innovative piece of technology called Socrative. So the first thing that we're going to do once you get onto the internet is to type in your browser box www.socrative.com. Once you have the website pulled up, you look over to the right and there should be a teacher login box. What you are going to do is you're going to come down to where it says get a free account. You want to make sure that you are not paying for this website. You want to go ahead and click on the free account. So let's go ahead and click on that. And now we are going to register. You're going to need to put in your name and email address, a password. You're going to click your organization type, and we're going to do K through 12 or U.S. and higher education, whichever one that you do teach. I'm in K through 12, and once I do that, I'll put in my zip code for where I live. I'll select the school in that area, and I will check the box that says teacher. Once you've checked the box that says teacher, go ahead and agree to the terms and click submit, and your account has been created. Alright, so now we should be into the website, and we're just going to look around at a few things just to get a better feel of what this website actually entails and everything that we could actually do on this website. So if you look over at your menu to the right, this button is going to bring you your clear room. Once you have created your classroom name and you have students being added into your room, you can actually press this button and it will clear and erase all the students that were previously in your room before. You have your My Profile button, which if we click on that, shows you your information as a teacher, your email address, your password, and you have the option of editing your classroom name. And see, I have already edited mine. Mine is Chemistry Honors. So let's go back. You can also log out once you're finished. This is where you'll find your log out button as well. Anytime that we need to go back to our home page, we're going to click this button here that says dashboards. Let's go ahead and click that button, and it's going to bring us back to our home page. In our home page, we have a start quiz button, a quick question button, the space run button, and our exit ticket. Our start quiz button is basically where we go just to make up our questions for different quizzes and tests that we want to have. And we have the opportunity and the option to put in as many questions with as many different answers as we'd like. We also have our quick question, which would do 1 or 2 or 3 questions only, and we have those answers that we could do just like our regular start quiz button. We also have our exit ticket, which you can do at the very end of class when the kids are getting ready to go. You can just pull up this one question and they can do it on their way out. And then we also have this space run button. This space run button is pretty cool because you can actually have the students compete against each other and see what their level of success is based on how well they understand the question and their knowledge of the information that you have presented to them in the questions. Okay, so we're going to go back to our dashboard, and I'm going to show you how to enter a single question and how to represent it for your class. Alright, so we just clicked on our quick question button, and once you click on any of these start quiz or question buttons, you will be given 3 different options on how to present your information to your students. We have multiple choice, true or false, and short answer. So let's just go ahead and do a true or false question. So I'm going to click on this purple button, true or false. And as you can see, when I do that, this over here changes to quick question in progress, because this is letting us know that there is a question in progress that somebody is working on. So we have 0 students answered. We have A for true, B for false. Okay, so we need to go ahead and create our question. So we're going to go back to our dashboard, and we're going to go down to where it says manage questions. Alright, in manage questions, we're going to go ahead and do a create a quiz. So in our create a quiz, we have the opportunity to name our quiz. So I'm going to go ahead and just name this scientific theory. and then I'm going to come down and click on true or false because that's what I want my question to be. Alright, once I've done that, you can see that it automatically changes into the view of us adding our question. Okay, so we have the opportunity now to go through and type out the question that we want. So the question I'm going to go ahead and type in is going to be, is a hypothesis an educated guess? Alright, and the correct answer to this question, of course, is going to be true. So I'm going to go ahead and click on our correct answer. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in an explanation as to why this would be the correct answer. Okay, once I've done that, this gives the student the opportunity to figure out why exactly they were wrong in answering this question. If they were to read this question and click false as their answer, the explanation will come up and let them know why the answer is true and not false. So it kind of gives them just some background information. And I think that that is the best part of this website, is that you are actually able to give them direct feedback without them even having to ask you anything as to why they were wrong or why they were right. We also have the option of adding an image to our question, so I'm not going to do that. But if you ever come across it and you do want to add an image as part of your question, you have the opportunity to do that there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and press save and exit over here to the right. And that's going to save the question that I've already come up with. So when it's time for the students to come in, they're going to go to the website of www.socrative.com and they're going to join the class. And whatever name that you give your classroom is what they will put in as join teacher's class. So for my students, they will come in and they will put Kim HN for Kim Honors. And I will have, looking on my laptop, the setup of what I want them to do. And I will just open up the question. So I will say start quiz. And here I have a scientific theory quiz. I will press scientific theory and I can choose what kind of feedback that I want my students to have. So I'm just going to leave it on student paste feedback. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to press start. Alright, so once I press start, I can go ahead and click on the question that I want. The question comes up. The students will be able to see the question on their cell phone and they can instantly respond to the question as true or false. And once they do that, I have the opportunity to being able to see the results of them asking or answering their question. Alright, as you can see here, I've added myself to the class just to give you a little bit of an example of how this is going to happen. I've already logged in onto my cell phone, joined the class, and given myself a name as Donna. So when I go through and answer this question, the teacher can actually see what I chose. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose false. Even though I know the answer is right, I've chose false on my cell phone. I'm going to click submit answer. And it comes up and it tells me the correct answer is true, and then it gives me the explanation that I have put in the question. So we're going to go to next. And there's no other question because that's the only one that we did, and we're going to click finish. Then you have the opportunity to be able to send yourself your data reports, either an email, download, or view chart. And I'm just going to put view chart just so we can see it. Press submit. And it shows me that for question one of my students, which was in my class, chose false. Okay, and that's the percentage of the amount of students that got the question right. And you can do this for as many questions as you want. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please go to the website, look things up, navigate through it. It's a really good website. I would recommend it for any classroom of all ages. And just play around and have fun with it. Thanks.